Hi there. So today I'm doing shocks on a 2007 Dodge Grand Caravan. I thought I'd kind of go over some things that if you live in the Rust Belt that you might be dealing with that other people wouldn't be that live in the rust-free zones. Pretty simple job. You're looking at, I don't know, depending, maybe like an hour's worth of work on each. First you have these bolts up on top. There's three of them. I believe they're a half-inch drive. Remove the two in the back there, and this one in the front here, just loosen it. You don't want the shock to fall down on you. And then you have the two big bolts here. I believe they were 21 millimeter. Just remove the nuts off of there. There's like a rib on the bolt side. Let's see if I can measure that. On the bolt side here, you can use a hold back, but I don't think they're going to spin on you because I didn't have any issues with the other one, just with the corrosion, and there's like some little ribs. Then you have your speed sensor mount, which is right there. That was a 3/8 inch and a real bugger to get out. And then you have where the anti-sway arm link goes into the hole right there. There's an 18 millimeter nut that goes on there. And some of the other videos I watched, they put a vice grips on here. And I don't know if my vice grips isn't strong enough, but I was able to get that nut halfway off or 3/4 of the way off, and I couldn't get it anymore. I torched it. I tried everything. I even let it soak in coil for like 3 days. So I'm going to show you what I did to finally actually remove that. Maybe save some people some time and heartache, because, man, I struggled with it. What I did is, I'll show you the one that I haven't replaced over here yet. I just took a Sawzall and cut it right away from the old shock. You're not going to, that doesn't matter anymore anyway. But now you can move this forward, and, it's a lot easier to work on right there, right? I also did the same thing for the speed, the wheel sensor. Just cut the bracket right off, and now I can get to that 3/8 inch nut pretty easily. What I found though, even though I was able to remove this, I can get the vise, you can see it's a lot easier, rather than having to do everything in here. I'm able to move this forward. My vice grips isn't strong enough to hold onto this, to hold this nut back, or so the nut doesn't spin on the bolt section, I guess. What I ended up doing, and see if I can find that nut for you, is I took my angle grinder and cut 2 slits in the nut. Not into the threads, tried to stay away from the threads as much as possible, just to kind of cut the nut. And this thing popped right off in about 30 seconds. I spent about an hour trying to get it off before that with everything else, and I just couldn't get it. And then, same with this. It's going to be a lot easier now that it's out of the vehicle to work on it. Once you do that, it's not a problem. But I thought maybe I could save some people some, heartache and headache and whatever else, some time on this stuff. I'm just going to go to the hardware store and get some new 21 millimeter, or no, 18, that's an 18 millimeter nylocks, and a little washer on the back side. But other than that, it's pretty simple. Then you just pull, once you get all that removed, then just pull that one nut, the one remaining nut you have on the shock tower here. After you get that, well, I guess you pound these two out first, sludge them out, they'll fly out. And once you get those removed, then you're pretty much ready to remove the shock after you pull the one nut up off the shock tower. And then you just can kind of slide. It's tight, but you're able to slide the shock out. And then from there, just put it back in and line up your holes up on the top there, and then put them back through, put the nuts on, and then reassemble everything. Pretty simple job, but like I said, I just struggled. If you live in the Rust Belt, getting this nut off here is, it's a pain. So I was just hoping I could maybe save some people some troubles. So, all right, good luck.